Hi, today I'm reviewing the Coola Daydream Mineral Primer Sunscreen. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money so you know you can trust. My opinion is what I honestly believe. So this is one of Coola's sunscreens, and this is meant to be a primer and a sunscreen kind of put into one. And it's a mineral sunscreen with SPF 30, and it is water resistant for about 40 minutes. So if you're out longer than that, you'll definitely want to reapply it or bring it with you. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on the Sarah score scale. And my first criteria is packaging. And I actually went through a couple more tubes of these. They must be in a Sephora Favorites set or something like that. But the full size is a pump bottle, so that's very nice that they've done a good job packaging it. I love bottles with pumps on them because it protects the good ingredients from exposure to light and air. So they've done a nice job with that. Coola does a great job with their packaging, so for the most part, you really never have to worry about them and their packaging. So my second criteria is alcohol, and this product does not contain any denatured alcohol, which is always a good thing. Denatured alcohol can cause free radical damage to skin and just be a very, very drying force on skin. So it's better to avoid that whenever you can. My number 3 criteria is fragrance, and this product is fragrance free. It really has no scent at all, so that's usually a good thing. My 4th criteria is manufacturing location, and on some of my bottles, I couldn't find the specific manufacturing location. I presume it's the U.S. because all of the Coola products I have are made in the U.S. So my number 5 criteria is ease of use, and this is very easy to use. It smooths over skin very easily, and it kind of gives skin a blurred look, blurred effect. Let me see if I can get any left out of this little bottle. There's a little bit left. So as you see, it's a mineral sunscreen, so you're going to be using this under a foundation typically, but it definitely kind of blurs the look of skin and kind of blurs out any imperfections. It does have a little bit of the white cast, but if you're using this as a primer, you're going to use this under a foundation or a beauty balm, so it's not as big of a concern as it normally would be. And it's not too bad. It's more just a flash issue, but as you can see, once you smooth it over, it definitely blurs some of the scars out on my hands, man. I've broken up a few dog fights in my day, so... but it does a nice job kind of blurring skin and leaving it ready for makeup. It kind of mattifies it a little bit. So if you have oilier skin, this might be a good option for you. A lot of sunscreens can leave a greasy feel, so if you have oily skin, you definitely don't want to go with a hydrating or oily sunscreen, and this is a good one because it leaves your skin feeling mattified and ready for makeup. And the other thing is I like about this is some of those mineral primers, sunscreen, makeup primers can kind of pill under makeup. This one doesn't do that for me at all, so that says something about this product. My number 6 criteria is antioxidants, and it doesn't really contain many antioxidants, but if you're using it as a primer, you're probably not as concerned because you're using this over moisturizer. So it instead kind of just focuses on some of the blurring and priming effects as opposed to being like more of a skincare product. My number 7 criteria is animal testing, and Coola is cruelty-free, which I absolutely love. My number 9 criteria is price, and this is one that's a little bit more pricey, although if you're using it as a primer and a sunscreen, you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 where you normally use 2 products. But the full size is 1 ounce, a pump bottle, and it's $42. And the one thing I want to say is, in my opinion, this rivals the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, which I think has an SPF of 15 or 20. This rivals that. In my opinion, it's very close to it. So in that regard, then it would be kind of looked at as more affordable. But it is a little bit pricey. But if you're kind of comparing it to that, then it looks cheap. So anyway, so it is a little bit expensive in and of itself, but if you should use a primer and a sunscreen separately, you are kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal there. So, and it does really rival the Hourglass Veil Primer. So, and it's got a higher SPF, so that's always a good thing. So, anyway, so off that topic, onto the it factor, and I gave this a thumb up for the it. Excuse me, I gave this a thumb up for the it factor. I like the fact that it's a sunscreen and a primer combination. Like I said, it's kind of 2 steps in one. Works well under foundation. I've tried it under several foundations and had no issues with it pilling. And I like the fact that it's an SPF of 30. And you could definitely use this in place of your normal primer and sunscreen step. And it's a good product overall. And I also like the fact that it really has no scent and it's alcohol-free and packaged well. So as you can see, I've went through several of these little tubes. I think this is the only one I've got left now. So I'm probably going to have to buy the full size, and I probably will buy the full size because it works well. You know, this one I kind of typically use this more in the winter. And then in the summer, I usually up my SPF a little bit, but I like to use this in the winter because it does work as a primer and a sunscreen, where normally it would be kind of 2 steps for me. So I kind of like using it in that place. So anyway, so you know what? Have any of you guys tried this and the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer? And let me know your thoughts. Does this kind of compare as a rival to that? So anyway, so leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And stay tuned for more sunscreen week. I've got a couple more from Coola, and then I'm on to some other brands. So stay tuned. And check out the Amazon link below if you want to help support the channel. Thank you so much, guys.